What's up, dreamers, and welcome to another episode of Helpful Dreams. This is where we discuss the most life-changing concepts of all time from all of the best mentors of all time, and we get a chance to kick back, relax, and reflect and work on ourselves on a daily basis with some of the best tidbits of knowledge and wisdom that there is out there. Today I want to talk about something very serious, and it's something that I believe is one of the key components to success in life that was never taught to us when we were growing up, and I believe it's one of the key components to finding your purpose, identifying it, and then fulfilling that purpose in a way that will support you throughout life. Something that sparked the idea to put this video together is I was just at my son's conference at his school. He's currently in middle school, and I was having a conversation with the teachers and faculty there about what motivates kids nowadays and certain aspects of the education system that are lacking in certain areas. Speaking with these people that worked inside the education system helped me reflect on certain epiphanies that I came to early in life that actually made the difference and led me to a more successful and fulfilling life. And it's things that I learned from mentors like Rohn and Zig Ziglar. And I realized that something that's not covered in our current education system in the US is the idea of how commerce actually works, and how the trade of services and the trade of goods is what runs our entire economy. And the idea of this is somewhat taboo inside of the education system right now, and it's frowned upon to talk about, really, because they believe that everyone comes from different backgrounds, and so it's somewhat unfair to speak about finances and money and how the world actually works. I believe that finding your way within this system in a way that won't compromise you spiritually or mentally is that we have to realize that solving problems equals money. I believe that once we truly understand this concept, it can guide us on our path to success and help us find out where we're going to fit in society as a whole and how to better fit in a place where we're not compromising ourselves spiritually and mentally. Even if you're working a seemingly mundane job such as bagging groceries or stacking shelves at Target, you're still working to solve a problem that the shelves need to be stocked and groceries need to be bagged. It's still solving a problem. So at every level of problem solving, there's an exchange of currency. It also works like this in the product sector because people didn't want their teeth to rot, so a toothbrush was invented and then sold. You can either develop the skill or product to solve the problem, or you can learn to manage people that have the skills or can develop the products that solve a problem. When we're brought up in schools in the US, we're commonly taught information that won't even be applicable in our actual lives and that we won't even use on a daily basis. And we also are conditioned to go straight into the workforce or straight into college to follow a path of preset goals that are determined for us. And one of the scarier things is that once we get into the workforce, it's actually less beneficial for your boss and managers to let you know your true value, because they know that if you know your true value, it may cost more for them in the long run. And people go their whole careers striving to get approval from their bosses and managers on how they're doing a good job or that they are truly valuable, when that approval will never come back around because it's not strategically sound for them to do that. Because of this, we cannot rely on approval from our higher ups, and we have to develop motivation within ourselves to believe in ourselves and know our true value, and then also articulate that. The ability to articulate your true value to those that matter is one of the biggest skills that you need to develop if you're moving up in the workforce. When we're standing at the end of our time at public schools and looking out into the real world, we're commonly met with two choices. We can either go into school and we can go along a path of predetermined goals and objectives, or we can create our own goals and objectives and go that route into the workforce or business. there are careers out there that do require a formal education and someone to look over you as you go through your education process. If you want to be a brain surgeon, yes, you do need to go through school where you're monitored and you're certified and you go through that process, because that That's a very highly specialized skill. But with other things such as commerce or business and bringing different talents to the table that are going to provide solutions in the marketplace, we can go about it a different way. For me, the path that led to most fulfillment was focusing on how to identify problems and how to bring a solution to those problems. I believe that the world would be a better place if we were taught a better understanding about the difference between these two. I come from the generation that was told to just go straight out of school, out of high school, straight into college and sign on the dotted line for a $70,000 to $100,000 loan without even thinking about it. And if you're 18 and sometimes even younger, you have all these people talking in your ear telling you you should go to college because that's the thing to do. And you should go directly into it after high school without any thought, because this is what happens after high school. They say that this is the key way to make more money and have a better income. But the truth is you get a higher paying job and then you're looking at having a payment towards that loan that brings your income back down to where it would have been if you had gone straight into the workforce. And unlike a home loan, a student loan, you can't resell. You can't go out and resell your student education to another person and get that money. With a home loan, you can go sell the house and say, oh, I messed up, sell the house, and then you're not out that much. It's actual equity for you that you can go and resell and get money back for. An education doesn't work like that. You can't go and sell your education to make back your loss. In the next coming years, the education system is going to be going through the biggest changes that we've ever seen. What I learned most from the mentors that we follow in this channel is that you must first find a purpose. Your purpose revolves around what solution you're going to bring to the table. The key that I've learned from all the mentors that we follow in this channel, and the common thread that connects them all, is first that we need to find a purpose. And our purpose is driven by how we are going to serve the world and provide a solution to the world. We identify problems to solve by looking at what is most difficult for us in our own lives and identifying if that is difficult for other people as well. And every time something is simplified and there's a solution provided for it, chances are other people have that problem too, and they're willing to pay to solve that problem. And if we have trouble identifying new problems in the world, which there isn't a lack of, we can look at problems that have already happened and solutions that have already been provided for those problems and look at how we can make a solution better than it currently is. For example, the toothbrush was invented to keep our teeth from decaying, but then the electric toothbrush was invented to make the toothbrush better. Once we identify the problems, we identify the solutions that we can bring to those problems, then it's about how we can bring that solution to the masses at scale. And I believe that that's the true path to success in any endeavor. This was something I was never taught in school, and this is something that people that I grew up with and people in the workforce right now don't even understand to this day. As simple as it is, this is something that has not been ingrained deeply enough into our society. Overall, for the world to be in a better place, I believe a shift needs to happen where people realize there's different options than just going into the workforce or education, and this needs to be presented to kids at a younger age. We need to be shifting and raising and cultivating cultivating a generation of problem solvers. This problem-solving mentality works on all levels of society and commerce. Even in things that you don't believe are truly solving problems are at a fundamental level. You may think that somebody who makes pottery or fine art is not solving a problem particularly, but if you think about it, the observer that's looking at that art piece wants that art piece because it's filling something within themselves and it's solving a problem for them. And that problem may be that they don't have this specific beautiful art piece in their home and within their possession. At a fundamental level, each exchange of currency is solving a problem. That concludes our time for today. I kind of freestyled this one today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you guys for staying on for this long. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. It helps us spread it to more and more people, and I'll see you guys in the next one.